live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Brett Berry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. Looking at Toronto, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Dallas Mavericks. And so off the tip, it's Toronto. And here is Van Vliet. Brett, there's no doubt your athleticism was one of the key weapons you possessed. We're going to see plenty of that here tonight on display.
Well, that's kind of you first, Kevin, but secondarily, the guys out here have a chance when there's any open space to make something extremely exciting happen. So let's move up a little bit and sit on the edge of our seat, should we?
And so it's the Raptors getting on the board first. Here's Brunson. Good for the basket. Starting off 1-for-1 with that shot.
Could be top 10 easiest assists the Fournier's had.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, we did have a chance to catch up with Tom Thibodeau. He said minimizing turnovers is one of the keys to the game. Taking care of the ball and not giving away possessions is very important to their chances of winning. He'd rather his guys miss a few opportunities being careful than being crazy out there. Kevin?
Good information, D.A. Thanks. It'll be interesting to see which steps they take to accomplish their goal.
And guys, getting any kind of rhythm going offensively, I think would be a win against that defense.
Yeah, if you build the confidence early on, that'll go a long way. If you don't, wow, this could be a long one.
Here's Brunson. And it's denied. Sent back by Siakam.
And you have to be impressed with Siakam's length, especially when you see him put it to use defensively.
Now here's Van Vliet. And we know he can score. He's averaging around 21 and a half.
That's ridiculous. You're under no obligation to help me at all, especially not after what I've done.
Points a game. And it's good, 2 points.
Now, they can't miss. 4 for 4 and warming up the burners.
Here's Brunson. Following the basket by Fred Van Vliet. Fournier with the ball. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Just 3 to shoot. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And Greg, starting your career with the Knicks, what's the pressure like playing in New York City?
I tell you, the amount of media following you, the size of the city, it can be intimidating. But if you win, man, there's nothing like playing in New York.
Oh, here's Van Vliet. Pass to Anunoby. It's Trent on the wing. From outside the arc. That one doesn't drop. The Knicks go the other way with it.
After nailing the first 4 shots of the game, some relief for the defense. They finally miss one.
Pass to Randall. Over to the wing. Here's Brunson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one goes on Anunoby.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim. The Raptors are only a few years removed from its championship in 2019. Boy, a lot has changed since then.
Now here's Van Vliet to the inside. Barnes. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And great find by Van Vliet. He's in control of this offense and generally makes good decisions.
Pass to Barrett. For 3, Fournier. New York, no good that time either. A lot of change. Toronto is without some of the key pieces. from that title team, and it wasn't that long ago. But, Greg, they haven't had to go through a full rebuild. There are some remaining parts.
Listen, the talent they have is still undeniable, and they've got a good mix of young up-and-comers and players in the prime of their career.
Now here's Brunson. Following the miss by Scotty Barnes. Now Brunson. He has 6. And the layup's good off the glass. Brunson's got 8.
Now they're playing working to perfection there if that was their plan. And if it wasn't, maybe that should be their plan.
And stolen by Fournier. New York moving the ball around. Pass to Barrett. Five to shoot. Back to Randall. Rebound by the Raptors. There's Siakam. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you watch the way that Siakam plays. It can get you in the open court or in half-court sets. Great forward who gives you a little bit of everything.
Siakam hits them both. And for Siakam, Greg, he almost epitomizes the modern forward.
And that's not to say he's the best forward, but he displays all the skills you now expect from that position. Solid player who any team would love to have.
Now here's Randall. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. For 3, Fournier. It's hauled in by Trent. Raptors leading by 5. Van Vliet wide open. Here's Barnes. Excellent D that time there from McGee.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Now, here's Barrett. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. And Barnes has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. Screen by Siakam. And the Raptors miss again.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Brunson. 8 points for him. Handle outside. New York needs to get off a shot.
See that?
Fournier's shot is off.
Fuck.
Raptors with the lead. Van Vliet with it. Brunson picks him up. Got that one from Van Vliet. Van Vliet's got 6. And so New York calls timeout. They're first. Making a switch here. Here's quickly. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Pass to Hardaway. And stolen by Siakam. To the paint. Here's Achua. The dunk by Achua.
And you can always count on Van Vliet to make the right play. He doesn't make too many bad decisions when he's got the ball in his hands.
Now Reddish. Outside Hardaway. Pocket 6. Porter with the steal. Pass to Siakam. Van Vliet looking around. A crossover. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
Okay.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Raptors.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
They've also done a great job of taking turnovers and producing out of that, working really hard that they're not wasting extra chances that they're creating.
And here is Van Vliet following the three-pointer from Cam Reddish.
What are you doing? Why are you boxing him out? What the fuck was that?
Van Vliet's got 10.
This nigga didn't even chase
Their
him.
play on both ends has been superb.
Holy
We'll see if they
shit.
can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Knocked loose
Man,
and stolen by Siakam.
come yo.
Count that bucket. And now it's a 12-point
job.
Raptor lead.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
On the wing, Hardaway. Going inside. Got a hand on it.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Siakam outside. Pass to Achua. Siakam inside. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot. 24-second violation. So timeout called here. The first for Toronto. Knicks trail by 12. With the drive. Pass to Toppin. Hardaway from outside. New York, no good that time either. Van Vliet with it. And it's Reddish picking him up.
This
And
nigga
Siakam
was
knocks
killing
it
me.
down.
What the
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
And again, it's the Knicks missing.
And they've come out with a take no prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Pass to Porter. Now, here's Siakam. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark right now.
I don't get it. I don't know why they not. You know what? Fuck it.
Averaging about 19 points a game.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
.130 left in the first quarter.
And it's been a rough stretch for the New York Knicks, a team that has only had a handful of playoff appearances in the last 20 years.
Back to Reddish. 5 on the clock. Pass to Robinson. On the wing quickly. Back to Robinson. And here's Reddish. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game. Count that one from Toppin.
Sometimes Reddish might defer too often, and maybe sometimes that's true. But also give him credit for being unselfish.
Now, here's Siakam. He's got 6. Outside, Porter. And Vliet on the wing.
Thank you.
Robinson with the block.
Such good instincts from Robinson there to throw that one away.
Here's Reddish.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Knicks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And free throw good from Reddish.
Just got to remember, it's a game of runs.
Both shots good from the stripe.
You
Game
can
of
tell he's
runs.
feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Siakam, the bounce pass. And Siakam throws it down.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area, just dominating, controlling that spot.
Good if it goes. And so it's Toronto with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels, and it's gotten them up. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a very convincing performance from the Raptors so far.
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
Here's Barrett. That shot off, and it's the Raptors taking it the other way. Here's Banton. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Trent outside. Sinks the three-pointer. Trent's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Raptors.
You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot. That's one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
After Brunson. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. 11 points here for Jalen Brunson.
And the coaching staff enjoying that as Randall is becoming a bit more of a facilitator.
And it's Trent off the drive. The shot comes out. Randall with some nice D. Knicks trail by 14. Back to Reddish. New York moving the ball around. It's stolen. Now the Raptors moving it up.
How is that not a steal?
Pass to Banton. Back to Porter. From deep three-point range. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. A busy few years for Nick Nurse. In 2019, he helped lead the Raptors to the title, and he was the 2020 Coach of the Year. He says, it means a lot to me that this city and this country loves this team so much that we can go out there and give them something to be proud of. Of course, Kevin, he's been a key part of that success. Back to you.
Maybe the single most important part of their success, D.A. Thank you so much. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Pass to Fournier. Back to Brunson. Out to Barrett. Nice shot from the wing.
RJ right there moving without the basketball, and that helps him to get to an open spot on the floor. That creates the rhythm. Well, there's no doubt that RJ Barrett is a hard-working player and looking for chances to stay and get involved. He does a lot for his team out there on the floor.
Boucher's shot is off. And Barrett has got the ball here for the New York Knicks. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Boucher with the rebound.
Not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Barrett's attitude, Brent, has helped.
What is he? What the?
In this league.
Yo. Hold the fuck on, man.
are beautiful in their own right. Yes. I'm working with your captain to investigate Company 1. There's a chance it leads to war.
And RJ, only the 8th player to record 2,000 points, 500 rebounds, and 300 assists, all by the tender age of 21. You almost forget how young he is, but he has made an impact here.
Pass to Brunson. Back to Fournier. That falls. Nice speed that time from Brunson. Fournier's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. There's a screen. Achua with it. And Mitchell Robinson is going to pick up
That's how
the
you're
foul.
supposed to play this shit. I don't know
That's
what's
his first foul.
I don't even know how the fuck I had that shit on no fucking help. I mean, not no help, but
Knicks on defense. 11-point game. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That is his first foul of the game.
17.
Trent outside. Pass to Boucher. 6 to shoot.
How about the energy from Fournier on the defensive end? He made a difference that time.
And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson.
They're camouflage, okay? You should try to make nice with them. Thank you for your help.
It'll be his second foul of the game.
This is one where the second foul is probably going to cost you some minutes in this game.
And the Raptors call time here. And Greg, just like you, Julius Randle is a southpaw, left-handed.
Yeah, and you know, the angles are different for lefties. We operate a little differently, and I think that can throw defenders off. So I'm always going to pull for the southpaw.
Raptors leading by 11. Van Vliet outside. It's Porter outside. Rebounded by McGee. It's Barrett on the wing. Off target with his three.
fucking bomb.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on JaVale McGee.
And love how crafty Van Vliet is on these drives, just daring the defense to get physical with him.
He misses the free throw. And Fred Van Vliet, a player who has always shot well from outside.
And Kevin Van Vliet has continued to kind of take on more of an offensive load, increased his volume while maintaining efficiency. Not every player able to do that.
Pass to Brunson. There's the triple. That one doesn't go. And Toronto has possession. 17 points was their biggest margin. They've got the Wizards ahead of them. Their next game in Washington. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Fournier with the ball. Pass to Brunson. Poked loose. Now Barnes. Van Vliet on the wing. Back to Barnes. And here is Anunoby. 6 on the shot clock. Barnes outside. His three-pointers off the mark. Knicks trailed by 15. Here's Brunson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And home court advantage can give teams a huge lift. Greg, how different is it playing in front of the hometown fans?
It's huge. I mean, they give you energy. You don't want to let them down, so you tend to dig a little deeper when you're playing at home.
Now here's Van Vliet. He's got 14. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen.
Oh my God, Brunson, man. God damn.
Research shows that people remember ads with young people having a good time. So
Brunson. And that'll be his third foul so far.
Yeah, looking up at the scoreboard, guys, that's his third foul, and his coach has to consider now sitting him down.
Siakam left side. Barrett knocks it loose.
Man, those signs right there of RJ being that alert on defense. Man, he could be good on that side of the ball.
And Boucher sends it back.
But his shooting this quarter has to be a huge concern, especially when they're behind like this. Can he find a rhythm?
Sinks the triple.
And what an assured player. Anunoby believes in his ability to shoot the ball off the catch.
Pass to Barrett. Launches it. It drops for his second made shot of this game. An unimpressive 2 of 7 though.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Barnes outside. Boucher the screen. Near the three-point line, it's Van Vliet. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Substitution for the Knicks. Obi Toppin, Emmanuel Quickly.
Pass to Fournier. Back to Quickly. Shot clock at 6. To the middle. Toppin. And it's denied. Sent back by Siakam. Raptors leading by 13. Anunoby in the corner. Oh, good on the triple.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Randall outside. And here is Quickly. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Pass to Boucher. Van Vliet outside. They set the screen. Traps in the tray. Van Vliet's got 7 now in this quarter.
Bringing that three-point percentage up quite a bit this quarter, shooting it well. The lead's going to get a little bit bigger if they can keep this up.
Here's Fournier. There it is, his second make of the game. He's missed 5.
At 6'7", Fournier, bigger than you think when you see him on TV, so close range, able to finish.
To the left side wing. Siakam left side. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
With a harmonious blend of length and strength, Siakam has become a dependable interior scoring option.
Baseline jumper. Fournier's shot is off.
Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way that maybe he can help them out in trying to win this game.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Greg, when you look at Toronto, they have a lot of length and defensive switchability.
They swarm opposing stars and tend to make it very difficult in those passing lanes. So a great profile for a modern NBA defense. Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
And Barnes comes to help. And the wide open shot from Reddish. And he's good on the 3-ball. Reddish has got 8.
We know Reddish can sink it from the outside. For him, it's about staying confident with that kind of shot.
Inside. The kick out to Barnes. The turnaround jumper. Back to Van Vliet. Here's Siakam. And it's Van Vliet, top of the key. From deep. Robinson pulls it in. Knicks trailed by 14. .139 left in the first half. Back to Quickly. Out to Hardaway. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. But Van Vliet picks one up.
It feels like he can take on anyone on the inside. Hardaway Jr. loved the aggressive attitude there.
Greg, you have to love the impact that Tim Hardaway Jr. has had on the defensive end.
He's got a great wingspan to bother shooters and contain penetration. Always aware of where the ball is on the floor. You could call him an underrated defender.
Van Vliet outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Van Vliet's got 20 points.
Defense shaking their heads. No idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
Pass to Reddish. Out to Hardaway. It's rebounded by Anunoby. And so Anunoby will bring it up for Toronto. Toronto working the ball around now. Trent with the wide open look. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. .35 seconds left in the first half of the game. Back to Robinson. Outside Hardaway. Shoots over Anunoby. And too long on the shot.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Quickly. Here's Reddish. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. Guys, it's been all about Fred Van Vliet for the Toronto Raptors.
Nothing's working. I don't understand how they fucking switching, yo. Fournier, Barrett, Julius Randle, McGee.
His production has been flowing as he's tallied 20
I just
points
don't get it.
and looks to be planning for more. And we'll be right back after this. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Here's Brunson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Siakam. And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight.
And that 84% free throw percentage is a testament to all the hard work he's put in on the line.
And both free throws good for Brunson.
And he's been rock solid at the free throw line tonight. A little bit of an unexpected bonus for them.
Pass to Anunoby. Van Vliet outside. Good again. He's on tonight. 9 for 13 shooting.
It's been all Van Vliet tonight. One of the best undrafted players in league history.
Here's Barrett. Outside Fournier. 6 on the shot clock. Out to Barrett. Knocked loose. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Raptors leading by 15. Van Vliet outside. Siakam outside. From the arc. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for him. Here's Barrett. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And growing up around basketball, R.J. Barrett's dad played a bunch of places. R.J. spending a lot of his childhood in France.
And so Barrett nails both of them. Greg, you know this. One of R.J. Barrett's dad's best friends, former MVP Steve Nash.
Yeah, and Nash is R.J.'s godfather, no less. So Barrett's had a chance to kind of soak in the game his entire life, and you can see that in his intelligent play on the floor.
They double-team Siakam. For 3, Van Vliet drills it from out. Outside. Van Vliet's got 5 points in the quarter. Johnson with it. 15 points in the game. To the left wing. Pass to McGee. That shot missing. So the Raptors will take it the other way. Here's Siakam.
Oh my God.
Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Randall outside. They set the pick. Randall is doubled. Back to McGee. And it's denied. Sent back by Siakam. And here's Trent outside. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
They have a good plan going right now, and they're starting to create separation.
Well, game plan might have been good, but you have to bring it together. Right now, their chemistry is something to be admired.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Fuck. Hate giving up
Thanks
this
very much,
fucking
guys.
move.
Growing up, Mitchell Robinson didn't play basketball, but a 7-inch growth spurt in the 8th grade changed things. He fell to the 36th pick overall in 2018, but his physical tools have made him a presence. One key to his success, he says, just run the floor. If you're the first man down the court, you can get the ball. Kevin, that sounds pretty simple to me.
It does to me, too. Keep it simple and use that athleticism. David, thanks.
The third quarter has not started well, just 1 of 4.
And willing himself to the basket, Van Vliet has earned his spot in the NBA. This guy hard to deny.
From deep, an absolute bomb from three-point range. Brunson's got 5 points now this quarter. Siakam deciding where to go with it. Anunoby in the corner. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Knicks trailed by 18. Trent with the double team. It's Fournier on the wing.
What?
He's way off from outside.
Oh my God.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And the shot will not go from Anunoby. And Barrett has got the ball here for the Knicks. Outside Fournier. Tries the spin move. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Barnes with it. Picked up by Barrett. Anunoby, good.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Three-pointer, Randall. Toronto leading by 20. Anunoby, good. Anunoby's got 11.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Pass to McGee. No good on the shot. And Toronto will come the other way.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
New York calls timeout. Making a change in the play. A difficult situation for New York. Now, quickly. No points in the game yet for him. To end the run. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Precious Achiuwa. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as he'd like.
Van Vliet with the bounce pass. For the three, and the Raptors hit again from deep.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
Now, here's Quickly. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Outside Hardaway. Four on the clock. Takes it inside. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Tim Hardaway Jr. is just a tremendous athlete. He spots a great route to the rim and doesn't settle.
For 3, Van Vliet. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Van Vliet's got 36.
They're great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
And here is Quickly. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Hardaway. Back to Quickly. Beyond the arc. Porter pulls it in.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Randall outside. Out to Hardaway. It's hauled in by Achiuwa.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Spins. Van Vliet with it. On the wing, Porter. Good on the bucket.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Quickly with a wide open look. New York, no good that time either. On the wing, Porter. Pass to Boucher. And here is Achua. Now Van Vliet. The kick out to Porter. And a miss there on the triple. Now, quickly. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And Porter comes to help. New York moving the ball around. The offensive rebound. Quickly the bounce pass. And stolen by Barnes. Pass to Boucher. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Here's Reddish. And he banks in the layup. Reddish has got 10 points in the game.
Nice job operating off the dribble for Reddish. A nice, consistent part of his game.
Now, here's Boucher. Barnes down low. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Outside for Randall. The trade. And it's quickly missing.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Boucher, the screen. Back to Barnes. Van Vliet outside. Porter in the corner. Here's Achua. And that one hits back iron.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Randall outside. Outside Hardaway. Shoots over Van Vliet. That one's not going to go. So the Raptors will take it the other way. Pass to Porter. Van Vliet outside. Goes up the baseline. He squares up and sinks it. Van Vliet's got 18 points just in the second half.
And the stroke of Van Vliet is so nice, proving once again why he's so valuable to this team.
Now, here's Quickly. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Launches a three. Cans it from downtown. Toronto calls timeout.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
You got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments. Pull the right strings. That's what they love to do. Here's Siakam. He's got 12.
so impressed with Siakam's offensive improvement over the years. I mean, he's mastering the ability to play in attack mode.
Raptors have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
And he's good on the second. And so it's Toronto in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of... And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And it's Porter with the ball for Toronto. Pass to Achua. Here's Anunoby. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
Well, he got off to a terrific start from the perimeter, but in the second half, he can't seem to build on that early success.
It's intercepted. Fast break Toronto. The dunk by Achua.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Pass to Fournier. Lets it go from the wing. It's hauled in by Achua.
That's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
And those are two loud points. Siakam flushes it without much effort.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Outside, Green. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Siakam. What a terrific move that was. Siakam's got 4 points in the quarter. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Toronto.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
Outside, Porter takes the three. Another miss by Siakam. Green with the ball. He's picked up by Anunoby. And Porter comes to help. And there's the call on Precious Achua. That'll be his second foul of the game. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. On the wing, Green. Randall right side. And stolen by Siakam. Down low. It's stolen by Green. And a fast break now for New York. Fournier in the corner. Knocked away.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
Here's Siakam. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Siakam's got 19 points.
And the handles and confidence of Siakam both have grown just so much. Zero hesitation taking that one to the rack.
Pass to Toppin. And a couple years ago, the NBA played with the 72-game schedule. Think the NBA will ever shorten the number of games long-term and go back to that number?
I don't know, Kevin, but this idea of the mid-season tournament seems to be gaining more and more traction, and there's a lot more interest in what it would do to the competitiveness of the middle part of the season. And I think we're all for something like that, where something's on the line and we see guys elevated in that element.
Pass to Grimes. And stolen by Achua. On the wing, Porter. Off target from outside.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
And stolen by Achua. Here we go, one-on-one. And here's Trent outside. And the Raptors miss again. Here's Grimes. Pass to Toppin. Six to shoot. Here's Grimes. And again, it's the Knicks missing. And it's the Raptors ball. They've got an 8-0 run. And here's Trent outside. The three. Green with the rebound. And so Green will bring it up for the New York Knicks. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still. Outside Fournier. Clock at 6. Picked by Randall. Here's Toppin. And again, it's the Knicks missing. And the Raptors call time here. 2022 was a big season for Obi Toppin in his young career.
Well, we saw him continue to improve as a player, but the big moment obviously was that dunk contest when, after being a runner-up the year before, he finally got to claim that trophy.
And it's the Raptors ball. Good momentum, 8 straight points. And here is Van Vliet. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Van Vliet outside. The Raptors need to get a shot on. Out to the right wing. They grab their own miss.
Well, the fact that he has that many rebounds for a guy of his size and stature shows you he truly cares about grabbing possessions off the rim.
Hardaway, no good. And the Raptors with the ball. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Pass to Boucher. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Back to Porter. Lets it go with the three. It's good from long range.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Van Vliet with it. Pass to Porter. Van Vliet outside from 20 feet out. That shot no good. And New York the other way now. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now they need a basket.
And it's Robinson with the jam.
And with the monster finish, he stops an 11-0 run by the Raptors.
Van Vliet with the bounce pass. Tries the spin move. It's deflected.
And Toppin has that kind of reach. 7'2" wingspan. Get that out of here.
Green inside. Pass to Toppin. Green with the ball. Up and in on the layup. Green's got his first points of the game.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside. Back
to Porter. Greg, we're seeing more fines recently for the language that players use with the media. Is that a concern?
I don't think it should be a concern, and I'm not kidding. The league's going to have standards of decorum. You're on TV. You got to keep it together. However, I think that as a society, we're a little more tolerant of certain words that are used in public.
Outside Hardaway. Over Porter. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Now Van Vliet. And the call will be against Emmanuel quickly. That's his first foul.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Both teams will make substitutions. Pass to Hernangomez. Shot clock at 6. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top, but instead he'll shoot free throws.
Juan Hernangomez at the line, 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. Starting in 2021, referees were instructed to not reward players making overt, abrupt, or abnormal non-basketball moves. Brent, what'd you think of that?
Well, there are some guys who play abnormally, Kevin, so what are you going to do about those guys? No, I'm kidding. I think it's a great thing for shooters to try to gain some sort of advantage. With how much advantage offensive players already have, it was getting a little bit out of control.
Banton. It's rebounded by Quickly. Pass to Toppin. Over Boucher. Toppin can't get it to go. Here's Toronto. They're on a 13-4 run right now. In the corner, it's Boucher. Inside.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Second personal foul. 13 foul.
And that one misses.
2 shots.
Good on the second free throw. We've got 1:55 left to play in the final quarter. Now, here's Quickly. Robinson left side. Pass to Reddish. 6 on the shot clock. New York, no good that time either.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now for Toronto.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Fred Van Vliet.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
On the wing, Hardaway. Trying to get something going. Here's Quickly. He's off on that one. And Toronto will come the other way. Out left to the wing. And here's Hernangomez outside.
And just because he might not be as big as some of the other guys that are on the floor, it doesn't dissuade him from getting in there and playing fearlessly on the glass.
Here's Boucher. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled.
Lots of men have trouble performing their best in bed. For some guys, it's issues getting hard. For others, it's finishing too quickly. Either way, Hims can help. At 4hims.com, you can get clinically proven treatments from licensed medical providers, all from the comfort of home, with a 100% online process. And free discreet shipping, it's never been easier to get hard, stay hard, and last longer than ever. Get started today with a free online consultation at 4hims.com.